Hey guys, it's Nikki and welcome to my first ever news video on this channel. Now today I'm just going to be using this video as kind of an introduction to this news series that I'm going to be doing, and there's not going to be a ton in it, but it's still going to have some pretty exciting stuff that I personally find exciting anyways, so let's get to it. Now first of all I want to touch on some Pokemon X and Y information because to me this is really exciting, and if you're a fan of the entire Pokemon series of games then you're going to like it too, but I read today that there is no longer going to be 2D sprites in the Pokemon game. It's all going to be 3D, all 3D characters. You actually battle in 3D, and in my opinion that is going to look epic because it's not going to be flat screen gameplay anymore. It actually looks more realistic, the Pokemon are going to look more lifelike, their designs are even cooler looking because you no longer have to just stare at a Pokemon flat on your console, your handheld console. You actually see them in 3D as if they're more alive and more real to existence. But that is the first thing. Another thing on the Pokemon X and Y is you can battle in the frickin' air. In my opinion, that is awesome because it takes it to the next realistic level like I was just talking about. The Pokemon that can actually fly can fight in the frickin' air. You can find trainers that are on cliffs and hills, and also if you have a Pokemon that can float, it can also go up there in the air and fight away, which is pretty damn cool. Next, I just wanted to talk about some GTA 5 customization because there's a lot of GTA 5 buzz. There has been for a while now, and if you don't jump on the train, there's something going on because this is pretty exciting, and they're adding a lot more stuff to this new GTA. There's 3 characters, there's customization, which is what I want to talk about, and there's just a whole lot of other cool stuff that the other GTAs didn't have in them. So I'm really looking forward to see how this plays out and how the fans like it and just the whole game in general when it comes out. Now the first thing I want to talk about for GTA customizations is combat. Now when I say combat, I mean for each individual character, each one of the 3 characters, they're all going to fight differently, and their fighting is going to pertain to their personality, which is going to be a bigger expression, I think, of those individual characters, and it's going to tie you in more with those, because when you're fighting it's not going to be this little stiff movement that everybody does exactly the same. It's going to be just their own, and I think that's going to be freaking awesome, and I can't wait to see how that plays out and how the fans like that and just everything involved with that right there. So another thing that I want to talk about, number 2, is vehicle customization. Now I've read that per missions you're going to have to customize your vehicle in a different way. Now that could mean that for one mission you need to have a certain looking vehicle, or it needs to look a certain color, and I'm hoping that's kind of how it's going to be because it's going to mean that you have to get more tied in with the individual missions, and that's awesome. I haven't seen a game that has done that. Saints Row kind of plays in with the vehicle customization, but it's not to the point of where you have to do a vehicle a specific way to be able to do a mission, so that's going to be really awesome to see as well. Now when it comes to your vehicles, there is more than 1,000 vehicle customizations available. That means you can sit there for hours upon end just fixing up your cars and doing what you want and making your cars look a specific way that you would like it to look, and in my opinion, wow, that is awesome. That is a lot of customization. As you guys know, as I continue to say, I'm a big customization fan. I like when you can change stuff. I like when you can sit there for hours and just make something look a certain way, add details into it and stuff like that. So I can't wait to play with the customization and see what I can do with my freaking cars and stuff. The last thing that I'd like to touch on from GTA 5, I know there's a million things that I could talk about, but I kind of just picked a few that I thought stood out and that I found really interesting, is that combat engines that are found in Max Payne 3 and Red Dead are going to be featured in the game, so that is going to be cool. Freaking combat from Max Payne 3 and Red Dead is going to be in GTA, so it's kind of like all 3 have some sort of cool, awesome combination, and it's just all bound in together, which is going to take the game to the next level in my opinion, because I like when they focus on the combat, because combat is important. If you just have a character that's throwing around a sword and doesn't seem like they're actually involved in the combat, then it's kind of just, it's plain and boring, and we don't want to see that. We really don't. We want to see engaging gameplay that sucks us in and makes us think, wow, this is really, really, really astounding. Now the last bit of news that I want to put into this video is that, 1, Capcom recently announced that they are bringing out a new Street Fighter, and I think it's coming out in 2014. It has 6 new stages. It's going to be awesome. I personally suck at those games. I like them because they're fun, but I don't play them to the point where I'm actually good at them. I suck, and I'm going to admit that I suck at those because my hands get sore, I lose, I quit, and then that's just it. The game goes out the window and I don't play it again. But that's going to be interesting, and there's also going to be some new characters and all this awesome stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. And lastly, I recently read a piece of news that says Hugh Jackman wants Wolverine to be in the Avengers. I love the Avengers. I love them. I love all the Marvel heroes. I love all the movies. I love them with all my heart. As you can see, I'm repping a Wolverine t-shirt right now, so I love them. But there's also discussion about why can't Spider-Man be part of the Avengers, and building in the X-Men universe as a whole in with the Avengers. If that happened, that would be a dream in my opinion. I'd count down the days until the movie release, but I'm hoping that somehow this becomes a reality and that we get an Avengers that includes Spider-Man, because he's meant to be in there anyway, and of course the X-Men universe. Okay guys, so this is where I'm going to end the video. I know it was a bit all over the place and I have some fixing up to do with how I'm gonna talk about the news and stuff like that, and I also have to record with a proper camera, but this is just my first one, okay, so be nice. Be really nice to me about it. But thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please let me know, because I always like to know if you guys enjoy my videos, because that lets me know if I should do more of that or if I should kind of change and do something else. But thank you for watching. Ding. Why can't I do it? Why can't I record my videos properly? Only battle one Pokemon at a time. Well, now you can battle frickin'. Now when I say combat customization, I mean that each individual player is going to fight in a way that expresses their personality there. Everybody? Okay.